Yes, folks, it's Tales from the Jails with John G. Sutton. Do please, come on, like and subscribe. It really, really helps, you know. And I'm going to talk today about the violence in prisons such as HMP Woodhill, where you know who, Tommy Robinson, is currently enjoying his stay in the high security unit, which is, he's going to be pretty safe there. It's if he gets on the landings, and it's what happens on the landings of prisons such as Woodhill that I'm going to be talking about today. The violence, abuse, the attacks, and the gang culture that seems to permeate the system of the prisons today. Now, one of the things I was talking about, how people get injured in prison. I mean, at Strangeways and the Scrubs, the staff, believe this or not, the staff used to have people, I'd call them hitmen, you know. They were used by the staff, big thugs, who got special preferential treatment from the staff, who used to actually go and do the beatings that the staff didn't want to get their hands dirty. So you cross the staff's path, you get a visit from their pet hitman. There was one at Strangeways. He used to get them in the recess and batter holy living daylights out of them. You'd see him go in, and the next minute this guy would appear, follow him into the recess, bang, bash, crash, bang, wallop, and out they'd come bleeding, battered and seriously hurt. Some quite seriously hurt, actually. I did intervene and try to put a stop to this, but believe this or believe it not, the staff responsible had a word with me and said, unless you want to visit, you'll keep your nose out of this, get on with your duties and leave us to it. We know what we're doing. Oh, they apparently did know what they were doing. They were abusing inmates. I'm not sure that Tommy Robinson is going to get that kind of treatment from the staff, because a lot of the staff, I've got certain, maybe I'm being a little bit presumptive here, but if there's anything like the staff, that when I was there, they had a certain right-wing leaning, you know, because at the Scrubs, certainly at Strangeways, there was a very big following for the National Front, which doesn't really pertain these days, but it was a far right-wing racist collection of pseudo-political movement that insisted that the problem with society was that we were having too many migrants. So what did they do? They beat them up and assaulted them and basically abused them, verbally abused them, physically abused them, and subjected them to the hidden agenda that pertained in Strangeways, and certainly to a certain extent at the Scrubs and various other prisons that I was in, certainly. But what happens? Yeah, well, right. If you're a target in the prison, if you're a target, you've flagged yourself up, you know, I mean, Tommy Robinson is a target, let's be perfectly honest. Certain ethnic minority groups are going to take great exception to him being there and may decide that he's going to get some kind of treatment, unless, and I believe it's imperative, that the governor and the Home Office, the Ministry of Justice, etc., protect this man, because that's their number one duty, to keep him safe and secure within the establishment where he's being held. They can't just throw him onto the landings, because that is a guaranteed that somebody is going to give him something like one of the following treatments, which I don't advocate at all, and it's virtually impossible to stop. They make shanks out of razor blades, because they put the razor blades into toothbrush handles. They light the toothbrush handles so that it melts, and then they slide the blade in, and when it sets, you got to put it on both sides of the razor blades on both sides, and use that as a kind of a shank. Usually it's used to slash people. I've seen numerous people, and it really makes a real mess of them, but they don't just do it one at a time. The way that it works is they get 4 or 5, maybe as many as it takes, to grab the man and hold him down whilst they slash him with the razors. The straightforward shank would be to a sharp implement, sharpened, yeah, and they would stab you with that. So you could get stabbed or slashed. I think being slashed is very nasty because you bleed a great deal, especially get cut across the head and across the face. That's you produce a great deal of blood from there. And if you get stabbed in the chest, it could actually puncture your lung. So it's life-threatening. These injuries are life-threatening. Another one of the favourite means of injuring somebody is to get boiling water and mix sugar in. So that what they do is they put quite a lot of sugar into boiling water and get the target. That's the individual that is going to receive this, and usually pour it over their head. Of course, because it's got sugar in it, you can't just simply wash it off. You can't just brush it off. It sticks to your scalp, sticks to your face, and seriously burns you. That happened to the Moors murderer Ian Brady when he was in Wormwood Scrubs. A group of inmates grabbed him on D-wing into the recess and scalded him, poured scalding water treated with sugar all over him, and his body mainly was badly burnt. But that is just one of the systems that they do it. The other one, of course, is the standard PP9 battery, which they put in a sock. They put the quite big PP9 batteries that they use for the radios, put that in a sock and use it as like a cosh. And they weigh about 1.5 pounds, I reckon. You get one of them at the side of your head because the battery's kind of square, or oblong, but like a big block. It splits your head open. If you catch them wrong, you could fracture your skull. They also use billiard balls. They play pool. All them little pool balls, they put them in socks, and they are quite dangerously heavy, and they will definitely give you an headache. Catch you around the head with that. Of course, I mean, we've seen people on here who have made comments, and do please leave comments. I'm all up for the comments. And if you want to know more about what really happens in the prison, I'd suggest that you read my book. 3 of them. There's 3 books in the series so far. I'm currently working on the 4th. It tells you about all the action in the prison, all the violence and all the abuse, and a lot of it, the staff just turn a blind eye. The standard procedure when people have been talking about attacks in the shower unit, that quite frequently happens. I saw a giant of a man. He must have been about 6'4", usually massive built, big strong black man, and he was abusing the younger or more vulnerable inmates on the like was an E-wing at Strangeways, and he was setting himself up as a tobacco baron, stealing tobacco off the more vulnerable inmates. About half a dozen of them waited till he went into the shower unit one day, snatched him, put him on the floor, and using the previously described razor that they'd made with a toothbrush with the razor blades in, slashed him. He must have had about 200, 300 stitches. It took two hospital officers an afternoon to stitch him up. He was that badly cut, and I believe he never went back to being a tobacco baron after that. So Tommy's got all this to face if they put him on the landings. But I don't believe it's safe to do that, because we now have ethnic minority gangs in there, and he is definitely a big target for that. So if they do that, that's what can be expected. And I do believe that it's not safe for the governor to do it. So that's my little rant today about violence in the prisons. And believe me, standard punch-ups. They're not much what they used to be. You know, it used to be man to man, not now. You get a gang of them, jump you, hold you down, raise you, shank you in the chest, cut you, pour boiling water over you. It's very nasty. That's the Song Dinger, folks. And I've had a request. Somebody requested that I do a song by Ian Drury, which is Hit Me With Your Rhythm Stick. So I am now going to give it a go. And because it's quite heavy on the music, I'm going to use some music here. I'm not sure if it's going to be acceptable, but we'll give it a go. Let's see how we go on. I've got the lyrics up here, so if you're ready, if you're sitting comfortably, you've had the warning bell. I've struck the Song Dinger. That's your last warning. If you're hanging around now, expect to be receiving some my version of Hit Me With Your Rhythm Stick. Are you ready? Go for it. Of Sudan and the gardens of Japan, from Milan to Yucatan, every woman, every man, hit me with your rhythm stick, hit me, don't make liberty, hit me with your rhythm stick. Hit me slowly, hit me quick, hit me. Of Borneo and the vineyards of Bordeaux, Eskimo, Arapaho, move their body to and fro. Hit me with your rhythm stick. Hit me. Good is good, just is antique. Hit me with your rhythm stick. It's nice to be a lunatic. Hit me. Hit me. Of Tiger Bay, on the road to Mandalay, from Bombay to Santa Fe, over the hills and far away. Hit me with your rhythm stick, hit me, Sister Bon, that's the dick, hit me with your rhythm stick. Two fat persons, click, hit me. Tales from the jails, folks. Tales from the jails.